Big Eagle 365 bunkhouse just came in here at HaylettRV of Coldwater, Michigan. We actually sold this way back when. The faded but original stock number is still right here on the tongue, right where we would have left it. And I think I even recognize whose bad handwriting that is from years and years ago. If you'd like to see if we have this in stock and available, all you need to do is visit the link in the video description or give our guys a call. We'll let you know if we have it in stock and what we're asking. You know, no arm wrestling required. So this is a 345, not 365. That's a different model. Pardon me, I just kind of realized what came out of my mouth. This is a layout you really don't see in the business a whole lot anymore, especially not exactly like this. It does have a lot of good points going on, though. It's just trucks are bigger and people can handle bigger coaches now, and you know, new floor plans became available that kind of just made this one obsolete. However, if what you're looking for is something that's built very well and been extremely well maintained, and you need to sleep some people, this could be it. Big, full, wide open, max access pass-through, and that is just awesome. I see all the little classic Jayco add-ons, like they've got the power cord hanging loop over there. You've also got all your switches and whatnot up in here for your docking station, so you can control where your water goes when it's hooked up. Exterior, interior, all very, very, very well maintained. Whoever owned this, they knew exactly what they were doing. Now, I do believe it's been stored outside, but it's also been cleaned and extreme care given to it. I see no signs of harsh weathering. The skin still has some good gleam to it. The decals are not peeled or fading in the slightest that I have detected. You can see, obviously, the slide awning toppers working to keep the thing protected. We do have enclosed underbelly with extra insulation and heating. Eagle's been one of Jayco's big premier level fifth wheels for many, many years. Like I said, if you take a look at this, you can see that everything is still looking fantastic. Now, I've been on the roof, and that's kind of how I know that it has been outside stored, because the roof has quite a bit of those black algae spots on there, but that's not necessarily uncommon with anything that has a petroleum-based rubberized roof like this. Like maybe it was stored under or near a tree, which could explain why the slide awning toppers have definitely seen some use. But they've done their job, and they've protected the slides and the seals and everything from getting gummed up. This has a, oh shoot, I meant to unlock that deadbolt. This has a bunkhouse storage garage. It's got a very interesting classic set of fold down. It's got like a mechanical system. You'll see it inside. I don't need to explain it out here. But folding rear bunks that can flip up out of the way and create just this huge like bicycle storage compartment there. And I might be detecting something I didn't see the first time through here. There is, hold on. Okay, this is toad skinning. I noticed the light was hitting this thing the right way. I don't even know if you can pick it up on the camera, but I noticed a little bit of wavy fiberglass right there. That's called toad skinning. That's why I was banging on the wall. What it is, when this wall was laminated, when you've got the aluminum framework and then it's packed with high density bead foam, when that's all glued together, it trapped gases, air in it basically. Well, as the sun hit this coach and it heated up those gases, they had to expand. Not realizing what was going to happen, folks at Jayco built a very well constructed wall, but it trapped the gases in there, and when the gases expanded, it sort of bubbled out, kind of like when you steam a postage stamp off of an envelope. Now it's very minor, and it is cosmetic only in nature, but it is there. So hey, you guys deserve to know about it. I'm glad I caught it now. I prefer to talk about that stuff now. I'd rather get it out of the way rather than after you drive, you know, 4 hours to come see us here in beautiful southern Michigan. Now, looking up top, I do see the Max Air cover over the rear bunkhouse. It's actually got a really big, huge bunkhouse. On a rainy day, this is a great rainy day model. This was built also before everything had power awning, so yeah, keep that in mind. Big tires too, holy crap. Let me look at these. I don't see any weather checking or dry rotting or anything like that. Whatever you drive, drive a Firestone. Oh, tumbler. Missing tumbler. So evidently they were only using the deadbolt. Apparently that popped out at some point. That's just not the end of the world. If that's a really, really, really big deal to you, you let us know and we'll get it taken care of. But generally speaking, that's nothing that's going to stop you from camping. So inside, very clean. Very well maintained. I think the shoes that I'm wearing with some sand on them from walking around our used lot over here, Probably the only dirt that's been on this floor in a really long time. So this is a big fold-out hide-a-bed if you need it. We got the old classic floral prints that were very popular at the time. You've got dual drawers under the dinettes. They're not just doors, but they're full extension drawers, so you can get to the storage under there. You've also got very good windows here in this slide. You'll notice they've got the nice nightshades to block things off. I got to get the camera away from them. There we go. For extra ambient light, you've also got this big skylight billowing in a lot of extra light in here. Now this is interesting. This is either a pantry or closet storage. It actually, like, it can pass through into the bunkhouse area, so it can kind of become whatever you need. And you've got a 1, 2, 3 section of it there to sort of segment things. Now, something that kind of jumped out at me is that's a little bit bigger fridge. That looks like a 10 cubic foot gas electric fridge. You don't see those too much anymore. But in their day, they were the biggest, baddest thing that you could put into a camper. So that should give you an idea of the amenity level that we're generally looking at here. When this was built, this was a very high level equipped RV. And it's still pretty current in a lot of regards. Now this is neat. You don't see a lot of this, but it is actually still popular when manufacturers do it. The Trundle Bed. Now the lower, you see that extra bunk mattress on the floor? It just kind of scoots under and hides under there. It is the same size as that. I peeled out a little bit of it just so that you could see it. Now, the benefit of the Trundle Bed in these Jaycos here was always twofold. One, more sleeping. Two, it also gave you an extra set of storage drawers, and tell me when more drawers for kids is ever the wrong answer. Now, that is the bottom bunk, just like that bunk right there and that extra mattress. They're what I call big kid bunks. They're a little bit wider. It's nicer for large kids. You can kind of sleep crosswise and whatnot. Now up here we have a normal single bunk, but it can flip up during the day to kind of convert this into sort of like a sofa lounge. This was later kind of phased out by those like folding cube futon things, but they don't match the extra drawer space this had. There is still quite a bit of an advantage here. Now this is what I was talking about, these mechanical fold down bunks. And I don't know who did it first, but I've always traditionally known this to be a very keystone feature, although you really don't see it used at all in the market anymore. But when you need it, you've got a pair of additional bunks that can fold down. If you don't need them, they can just fold up, and there you go. That's your big bicycle storage garage that you've got all this nice loading space in here. Now, on a rainy day, the kids have their own built-in entertainment center, their own good storage, and again, this is the back side of that pass-through cabinet there, but this is dedicated bunkhouse, either additional closet or storage. So this is one of the best versions of this floor plan I've seen. It was very, very popular when it was built brand new. We did a lot of successful sales with this, a lot of happy folks, this being one of them, obviously. Floor-to-ceiling storage, and this was built before everything had flat screen HD TVs. So what that means is we got an extra deep entertainment center, which means we have an extra deep set of storage cabinetry. There's actually some good throwback benefits to the old TVs. When the TVs got thinner, people actually lost storage. Just kind of the nature of the beast. Now, again, it's used as a bunkhouse. It's been romped around a little bit. Like, I noticed there's a little spot on this table where maybe you got stressed, like somebody might have put this down on the sleeper position and sat on it a little too hard. But it's still pretty structured. Like, it doesn't flex or anything. It just maybe cold cracked right there or something. So we talked about the bigger fridge. All the storage below the counter level is fantastic. You've got like 4 big full extension drawers down there. Even storage below the fridge. Looking up top, you may need a 1 or 2 stepper to get to some of this, but when is more storage ever the wrong answer? You know, and it's always the right answer. I've never, ever, ever had somebody trade in a camper because it had, quote, too much cabinet space or too much countertop room. Ever. Right when you walk in the door. Handy little coat. There's the way. I couldn't locate the tag earlier. 10,585 pounds. Good. Well, hey, we're discovering all kinds of things going through this video together. All the original owner's manuals and everything are all here. And I do like, too, that like your main super slide button is kind of hidden away in the water heater and pump and everything away from the kids' hands. Now, interesting thing on these Jaycos. Like, a lot of modern campers, you'll have like a master command control panel right here. And it'll operate all 3 slides from one spot. Old Jaycos actually didn't do that. Each slide, the button was in its own room. So like back here in the bunkhouse, the slide's actually right here on the wall by the door. That is so that you can stand here when you're pushing the button and you can look at that to make sure that like a drawer isn't sticking out and nothing's going to get crushed. you can make sure the slides are operating in an unobstructed fashion. You really have a hard time doing that in a lot of newer campers unless they have the handy little remote control. Now it's funny looking at the evolution of things, because if this was built today, there would be a second door to the bedroom right there on that wall. Because this bathroom is really not unlike bathrooms built today. It's just funny the little detail things that have come and gone. I do like the extra linen cabinet up there so you don't got to do the naked butt streak through the RV and scar the kids and cause them therapy for life. Unless you are what is referred to as a naturalist camper, in which case, enjoy your journey. Ours are different. Bigger fan up here. You know, you get great airflow in this thing, and this is probably the room you want the most airflow if you think about it. Big sink, which also means a big space to store below it. And plenty of legroom for a big old goofball like me. And again, everything in here is very clean, very well maintained. Master bedroom looks today just about like the day it was built. Only thing I'd say they did a little different is they added these little pieces of Velcro to put like a little sunshade block over that vent right there. Apparently maybe the sun was cooking them at their campsite. This is a true queen, 60 by 80, storage below. Now you've got your full front storage capacity up here. Now, when we used to sell these for years and years and years, well, we still sell Eagle, but when this generation was still current, people would say, you know, I like Jayco's, but they don't give you a washer dryer prep in the bedroom, and that's not true. It's behind those drawers. Most people, less than 2% in fact, ever put a washer and dryer in their RV. Knowing that, good folks at Jayco, they would give you plenty of everyday drawers. For the 98 point whatever percent of people that don't need a washer and dryer, this was a little more user-friendly and functional. Interestingly, they've since gone away from that. I think just to kind of make it more visible to the 2% of people that do go camping or, with a washer and dryer. Now, originally when this was first built, there was just a flat wooden panel insert in here, and people used to come in all the time and say, goofballs at Jayco made that door open the wrong way. You can't even get to the storage. That's because it's not made for storage. It's made for entertainment. These little straps here are to keep a TV in it. And this is actually strutted so that it will hold itself out for easy viewing angles. That was the difference between the Eagle and the Designer. Eagle was ready for a TV. Designer included one. Now this is easily missed, and this is something a lot of our the folks even forgot stuff. We got to get these out and get these to the folks here. We got to get that back to the original owner. Little Hideaway jewelry boxes basically built right into this thing. That's something that a lot of people aren't aware of, although looking at it, I'm guessing maybe they just weren't that concerned with their Mardi Gras beads. Good dresser space, and you can actually throw a nice little laundry hamper in there so that yesterday's clothes are not today's problem. I'm impressed. This is clean. Actually, I know someone personally I'm going to give a call on this thing, so if you want to take it home, I'm not trying to be full of pressure, but I've probably already got a buyer for this thing lined up. So take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.